So today I will talk about the differences between direct methods and the Rama teaching method. So the first difference between them is the languages. That means the language that we use to talk during the classes are different. For example, when in the Rama teaching methods or classes, when we apply these kinds of method, we encourages the learners to use modern terms. For example, when we learn take about the grammar, about the doing the exercises, we will ask them to translate it into Vietnamese so that they can understand well about it. And by contrast, for the direct methods, we don't encourage learner to use mother tongues. That means we just let uh, people try to reduce the utterances, the sentences by their own. And the next thing is uh, it will try to improve the knowledge of the mother tongues. That means they just want to uh, use the English. For example, like when we teaching English, we will try to words by words when we teach. And another thing about the direct methods, we aim to take the communication in the target language. That means we just use the words we know, and we use everything we know about words and about the about the vocabularies and try to put it together and try to produce the sentence. Maybe it's just the basic sentences, some simple ones, but it still got the same meaning. Try to convey the information. Okay, and the next thing is roles of the teacher. For the for the Roma teaching methods, the roles teachers is automatic. That means it will focus on the teacher, and they try to speak on the time on the classes, and they will ask them the students will follow on the steps on the instructions and the rules of the teacher. By contrast, in the direct method, teachers will allow more freedom and participation from the students. In other words, people will just try to uh, contribute their knowledge into the classes, and they will, for example, like when we teach a speaking class, we will try to make some activities for the students to practice, and they will try to uh, make a sentence or something so that they can understand the word, the vocabulary, the grammar, the structures they are learning at the moment. Okay, and another thing is the grammar teaching method. When we talk about the GTM or the Rama teaching method, it is that it's really implicit deductive Rama teaching. That means the teacher will go from the general into the specific. For example, like when we teach about the condition, we will give them the whole structures and without analyze anything about it. But for the direct method, we use the implicit inductive grammar. That means we just talk about it. We will give them some example about if how in the context and ask them why we use the if here the conditional structures here, and then we will get the results like the ask them to use the uh, fill up their structures. Okay, and about the skills. For the general for the grammar teaching method, we will focus on the reading and writing because we just know about we can understand the grammar structures. We will translate it into Vietnamese, for example, to understand everything. By contrast, for the direct methods, it will suitable for the speaking and listening. That means we focus on the way they produce the meaning, try to convey the meaning of the sentences in oral method. And the last one is the interaction. For the interaction, from like the general, I'm sorry, like the Roman teaching method, is mostly the teacher pass student pattern. That means the teacher will ask and the student will respond to what the questions without talking with other people. But for the direct method, it allow people to the students, the learner to interact with each other. For example, we can put the people in the room and they can discuss with each other everything they know about this topic. And then they will take note and tell the teacher about the thing. And this is the difference between everything, between the differences between the Romer teaching method and direct method.